Welcome to the Nile River, everyone. Isn't it incredible? All right, you guys, I'm in Luxor, down by the Nile River. Literally, check this out. Feluccas, the sailboats. I made some doggy friends. Look how beautiful it is today. And this little tiny chunk of the Nile, all to myself. I think I'm gonna just chill out a bit. Wow. So water is being pumped up from the Nile into this irrigation channel. Pretty cool. That's my leg. Excuse me. Ow, ow. Today I'm going to talk to you about 5 things you need to know before visiting Luxor, Egypt. So Luxor is a city down the Nile, a little bit further south than Cairo. This is a very important historical city. There are tons of monuments, tombs, Valley of the Kings, Valley of the Queens, Hatshepsut's temple, a lot of really interesting things to visit here. And there are a couple of things that surprised me. One thing that really surprised me is how green it is. So Cairo is a typical desert, very dry, very dusty. Luxor is so green. They have irrigation from the Nile going out to the surrounding lands, and there's a lot of farmland. So it's very lush and beautiful. So that's one thing you need to know. It's very green. Also, there's 2 banks in Luxor. So we've got the West Bank, which is the quieter side. There's a couple of residences and hotels, and it's a lot quieter. And the East Bank, that's where the Luxor Temple is, and the museums, and a lot of the sites that you're going to want to visit. Now, I would recommend staying on the West Bank if you're looking for something a little quieter. That's what I did, and I had a great experience over there. You can check out the place I stayed in the comments below. It was fantastic, very reasonably priced, and just a really quiet, beautiful, relaxing place to stay. I was so glad that I ended up staying on the West Bank. You can take the ferry across in a speedboat, and they charge 50 Egyptian pounds, which is a little less than $2. So very reasonable. You can come and go as you like. So that's one thing, the West Coast and the East Coast green. You can rent a bicycle to get around. Now, if it's hot out, you might not want to rent a bicycle during the day, and they probably don't have helmets, so just keep that in mind. But it is very fun to bike along the Nile River. I did that one evening, and I have to say it was one of my favorite things that I did, just kind of seeing people going about their normal lives and the feluccas sailing by, the Egyptian sailboats, and it was just incredible. Okay, 4th, in Luxor, tourism is a huge economy, so most people do speak at least some English. If you're looking for a restaurant, if you're looking for a taxi, a boat to get across the river, a tour guide, you're not going to have any trouble finding someone that speaks English, so don't worry. And, well, the 5th thing, there's just so much history there. There's so much to learn. I would really recommend that you hire an Egyptologist to visit some of the sites because, first of all, it's affordable. Secondly, you're helping to support the local economy. And third, these are people who literally specialize and have spent years studying the history, and so there's no one better to learn it from.